like-minded individuals had that same type of mindset. And I shared these books with them, and I was like, hey guys, this is what I've read in these books. I don't know if I'm crazy or not. I need you guys to read these books and just formulate your own opinion, get back to me, see what happens.
Right.
And, within a span of, I would say, 8 to 10 months, I literally watched every single one of those individuals, their life, they're transformed before their eyes, and see them applying the same principles that I was applying, and it helping them out in a beneficial way. And from there, that's when I kind of started on this whole path of personal development. And I saw something here that the universe is actually real, alive. It's, energy is a real thing. And that's why I'm super interested about it, because I saw what it did in my life and then the closest people around me as well.
They should be so thankful and grateful.
Right.
I feel like gratitude also. I don't know if you, every
Yes.
day, every morning I wake up, there's a little thing. I name off 5 things I'm thankful for.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately. I think that's such a great place to start when you wake up.
Definitely. That's
easy.
Good state of mind to be in.
Yeah.
No fear, nothing, no negative energy can be in the presence of just faith and gratitude and that good energy. So I like that. I'm on the same page as you. I like
that.
This is good.
I like where your head's at.
Yeah. This conversation is great. So going back to, your career with journalism, TV, everything that you've done, what would you say is your most favorite experience and the most favorite person that you've met personally?
Ooh. Oh, I've met so many really amazing people. I have to name a few. I love Miley Cyrus.
Really?
I
Okay.
love Miley Cyrus because she's an old soul. She's like talking to like a 50-year-old and she's super young. I just loved her energy and she was super positive. I love how family oriented. It was like her mom was there, her dad was there, her little sister was running around backstage when I got to talk with her. And she was, so Miley Cyrus is down. Like she's super cool. Garth Brooks. So when I did country, Garth is the man. He doesn't have like an entourage. He calls you right up. I took listeners backstage to meet him, and this is so cool. So a lot of times they're like, take a picture. Okay, move on. Take a picture. Not him. He took at least 10 to 15 minutes with each person. This guy, nice old gentleman was like, oh, Garth, it's so nice to meet you. And he's like, well, he saw my hat. And Garth's like, buddy, how much you pay for that? And he's like, $40. Garth takes two 20s, $40 out of his pocket, gives it to the guy, and signs his hat. He's like, oh, Miss Trisha Yearwood was there with him. We get to meet his beautiful wife. He makes sure there was a woman in a wheelchair. He made sure she was front row. She had a clear view of the entire concert so she could enjoy her experience. It's not his people doing this. He's doing it himself. I was just super impressed. Class act by that.
That's
so
awesome.
Those are probably 2 of my very favorite. I mean, there's so many. There's so many good ones.
What would be the best experience you had, like the most favorite event that you covered or anything like that?
Ooh, I loved the Grammys because I love
awesome,
music.
yeah.
I think one of my favorite experiences at the Grammys, I had a huge Miranda Lambert fan, and I Skyped her in. And so Miranda came and sat down, and it was right before she was rehearsing for the Grammys, and I had Skyped in our listener, and she got to just have her experience with like her favorite person in the world, and just being in the middle of this and kind of helping orchestrate it was so rewarding. So that was
awesome.
really cool.
That's
Award
awesome.
shows are fun. I love red carpets. I love it.
What is your favorite part about like a red carpet event? Because that's something like with what we have going on and considering ourselves like a full stack marketing agency and an event management company, that's kind of like what we envision, being able to host an event like the Grammys or something like that. Long term, being able to cover something like that. What's your favorite thing about it?
I'm a glam girl. I like the glitz. I love the glam. I love the fashion. I love the excitement. I love the swag. So I went in the swag room to see what the artists get. It's hilarious because all these people have tons of money and they're getting free everything. It's like there was like a free trip to Fiji, a motorcycle. I was like, oh yeah, Justin Timberlake can't buy that for himself. No, but that was really fun too. And I like the whole showbiz atmosphere. I think that's really cool. And it can be like if you're in the media, you got to kind of fight your way sometimes up there if you don't have a position spot, which you hope you do. But if you don't, but other than that, I think it's cool. I always hope that someone you really look up to and you're in awe of comes through, because nothing's worse than meeting someone that you think is going to be amazing and they're like a total dud.
Yeah.
I don't like them anymore. They're a jerk. Yeah.
Right on. I feel that. So I forgot to ask you, do you have family, kids?
Yeah, I have a little girl. Her name is Lucy.
Nice.
My little Lulu is 9. So she just turned 9. So she's awesome. She plays basketball. She has a basketball game. I was just telling people around here. Yes.
And so you guys are actually in the process of moving back from Portland.
Yeah, life is absolutely crazy. So basically decided so we have contracts and stuff. My contract was up. I got asked to stay, but I was ready to change it up. I was out in Portland for 4 years, which was a great experience. I like sunshine though, and I like ironically warmth, even though it's freezing here in Indy right now. So yeah, so my stuff is all in a storage unit right now. Okay. So I don't really know. I'm kind of just in that between when something, this is an analogy for life, when something ends and before a new beginning, that's where I am. I'm kind of in that middle space right now, which is scary but exciting.
Yeah, how do you deal with being in that middle space? Because like you said, it can be scary, and I feel like so many people get caught in that space.
Right.
And I know you have to just like go through it and, like you said, take that leap of faith and go for it. But what are those things that you're telling yourself as you're experiencing something like this?
This is so real right now.
Yes.
What have I been telling myself? I go literally from, oh my gosh, this is so cool. I got to like reorchestrate my entire life, what I want to do, where I want to go, what I want. But also then I have freak out moments all the time. What am I doing? Why did I leave? Oh my God, am I supposed to be here? But like I said before, it's like you can't mess up your destiny. And I come to realize I'm exactly where I'm meant to be. Enjoy it. Be present. It's coming. It's flowing, and random things. I meet random people. I get random, and I say, okay, this is meant to come my way, and this is my path to what's next. So I've been really big on just trusting, and whoever you believe in, like let go and give it up.
So what's next for you?
Ooh, that's an exciting question. So I've been flying out a bunch of places doing guest host gigs, just trying to see what fits, what feels right. Here's the big thing I've learned. My next, whatever your endeavor, and especially if you're thinking about traveling for a job, make sure quality of life is going to be perfect for you. Maybe not perfect, but sufficient. Because I went, don't just go somewhere just for a job. I don't want to be boom, boom. A lot of people for their careers have to move around a lot. But India will always be my home base. It's so central. It's home. I love it. But I would suggest to everybody that if you do venture out, make sure you don't just go for the gig. You go because you want to have a good quality of life, because the honeymoon phase will end and then you'll be like, oh, you look around and if you don't like the city, you're not going to last very long.
So what's your ideal quality of life then?
That's a great question. Well, I love the beach. I like warm sunshine, but no, really, I mean, I could have it, really anywhere. I like peace. I like to have, I like a hustle bustle for work, but I also like to come home and I like it to be solace. Just, just relaxation and and fun stuff to do. I mean, it'd be nice to have a private jet, then we could just go anywhere, right?
That would be nice.
We'll work up to that.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess with everything that you're trying to do and the direction you're wanting to take your life, do you see yourself staying, with TV and doing this, what you're currently doing, have been doing for so long now? Do you see yourself doing that for the rest of your life?
I do. I love it so much. It's fun for me. This is playtime. I love it. And that's why I feel like hopefully the viewers and listeners can sense that. Being in front of the camera, it's playtime for me. I love it. And being on the radio, I adore it. So hopefully so. I don't know where it's going to lead. I want it on a bigger level. I always want to go bigger and better. So I want everyone to take what your goal is and exceed it by 10, because I feel like people are just like, oh, because you can do it, but now's the time. You only it's not a dress rehearsal, right?
I love that.
You got to go bigger.
That's you really need to look into Grant Cardone, because what he teaches is taking your goals and 10xing them and then going for that. So that's perfect.
I feel like we would really get along.
Definitely. Okay, so I guess what is that for you then? What is your 10x for your goals? What's your vision for where you're trying to take this career? I feel like Kelly Ripa has to retire someday, right? I would love to do just a fun show like that. I mean, I would love to work for E-News. I love E-News because I live and breathe, pop culture. That would be fantastic for me. The Today Show, just to do what I do on a national level and be in households daily. Sweet.
That's my goal.
I love it.
Yeah.
I have a couple more questions for you. So,
okay. I'm scared.
One, they're going to be fast.
Okay.
So who has been your biggest inspiration?
Ooh, my biggest inspiration. There's so many. Oh, geez. Well, I got to say my parents.
For sure. Yeah.
I have to say my parents just because they are amazing. And it's like you know what? This is the coolest thing. It's like having people that have your back no matter what. That's important. So yes, they're amazing. Other big influences for me. Well, I'll mention my girl, Kat Sadler. Kat Sadler, I interned under her here at Fox 59 and she has gone on and she's doing amazing things.
Okay.
Adore her. I adore Oprah. And I got to say the Big O and Ellen, just because I feel like their connection with people is just like next level.
Yep.
So that's incredible. And yeah, I'll go with them.
So do you have any mentors currently?
Mentors. I've had mentors I mean, Laura Steele, she's a local amazing radio personality. She is like my sister. She was my mentor growing up here, and we're still dear friends. So she's been a wonderful mentor to me. And at different news stations that I've been at, my girl Tracy Berry out in Portland, she was a great mentor. She was an anchor as long as I've been alive, and just people that really help you and steer you in the right direction.
Are you I guess, so you've seen the importance of mentors throughout your career. Are you mentoring anyone else currently?
You know what? I do I get a lot of just random, like people ask me questions. How should I do this? Can you even I had some girls doing their first like stint in TV and just what should I do? And I said, my advice was, if you come from radio, slow down, because we tend to speak really fast because you have to on the radio, but when you're on television you don't have to speak as fast. I speak with my hands a lot. I'm pretty animated, but I love to help out. Like I said, I feel like success is contagious, and I want to help. Nothing makes me prouder than seeing hardworking people succeed and my friends succeed. I celebrate their success. I think it's amazing.
Definitely. I like that mentality for sure.
Yeah.
So what would be, going off success, what's your definition of success?
My definition of success. What's it they always say? If you laugh and you cry in a day and you've had a successful day.
I don't know, but yeah, let's go with it.
No, I would just say my definition of success is really making a difference in the world. And I feel like my purpose, and I said this yesterday, I was around here, is really I want to help people showcase their gifts and talents through me. I like to make people feel comfortable enough that they can really shine, because sometimes they're so nervous that they can't display what they want to convey, either on camera or wherever. So I want them to use me, kind of through me, to show off their natural gifts. I feel like that's my gift.
I like it. Being a light for others.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Yes.
Like that. So what kind of impact do you want to have, on the world?
A positive one.
For sure. Okay, that's good.
I think I want people just to really be kind, be good to each other. Be good to each other and encourage one another, support one another, and be uplifting. Like we talked all about energy.
Yeah.
It's 100%. I mean, be positive. I know not every day can be hunky-dory, obviously, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. But I just think it's really important because there's so much darkness in the world. People really need a light. If you can be that light, that's what I want to do.
Yeah. I like it. So what is one thing that is interesting about you that no one knows about?
Ooh, something that's interesting about me. Well, let's see. I have some fun. I once received a bomb threat at my first job.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This guy, I kid you not. I'll keep it short. So I'm working at the mall, Keystone the Crossing. Okay. Back in the day, I'm 15 years old, and I get this call. And he's like, "Hello, I put a bomb in your store." I was like, "Who is this?" Like, I thought it was like one of my friends. He's like, "There's a bomb in your store. I'm gonna blow it up." And I was like, "Who? Are you kidding?" Like, just like a dumb. No, it was legit a bomb threat. And so I had a mannequin arm in my hand and I threw it at my manager. I was like, "Oh my God." So that was terrifying. So I have received a bomb threat.
So wait, what happened with that?
And so I don't know. I was like 15 at the time and I just hightailed it out of there. I was like, This job is not worth it. The store did not blow up. So that was good. I guess it was just someone saying that. But that's a fun fact. So I did receive a bomb threat. I met George Foreman once and I told him I liked his grill and everybody made fun of me because he's like a great fighter. I don't know. What else is fun fact about me? I don't know.
That's perfect.
Okay, those are fun facts.
Yeah, that answers the question. So a couple more questions, but where can people find you?
Ooh,
Simple.
all over the place. Okay, so on Insta at Mckinzie Roth, Twitter at Mckinzie. Okay, here's the thing. There's 16 ways to spell Mckinzie. So it's McKinzie. There you go. And then, of course, I'm on Facebook, too.
Perfect. And we'll attach that all in the notes for the podcast, too.
I don't really snap, though.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't really snap. I don't do Snapchat. Like, I don't know. I
Gotcha.
haven't really...
I thought you were going back to the last question. You're like, I can't snap. I don't really snap.
Like, literally snap.
I was like, wait a second. Okay, Snapchat. Makes sense.
Yeah. Do you snap still?
Not really. Ever since Instagram story got big, that's mainly what I've been doing.
Okay, I feel better now.
Yeah. I have Snapchat, and I don't really use it often, but Instagram story. That's where it's at.
I'm really find me on Insta. That's where I am most of the time.
I actually forgot to ask this question. And speaking of social media, what has been the importance of social media to you? Because when you first started your career, social media probably wasn't as around as it is now.
Yeah.
So what kind of impact has this technology and these social platforms had on your career?
Huge. I tell you, people contact me all the time, like business through like DM, slide into my DMs, but it's business and it's great. So I do, since I was on the West Coast, and then I have West Coast people, Midwest people, and then my business that I work down in Florida as well. So it's great. I just think it's such a connect. I never know where somebody's from. It's really funny because they're like, oh, hey, or I'll even be on the street and they're like, hey, I follow you on Instagram. And it's so cool. I don't think it's a waste of time. A lot of people think, oh, God, it's a waste of time. No, it's not. But I also enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I like to have fun content, happy content. It can get wearing at times, but I say it's definitely worth it.
For sure. I agree 100%.
Yeah. The funny thing for me, though, the only thing I will say is I look at some pages and I'm like, I don't know how these people, here's the thing when you're on the social media, these people, everyone is not killing it as much as you think they are. Because everyone's like, oh, they have every single designer bag. Oh, they have 16 cars. Okay, let's be real. They're renting those bags. They're posing in front of these cars. So don't feel like you're behind in real life. Like I look at the ballers, the people that are like actually at that, and it's so funny, the people that are actually at that level really aren't the ones saying, hey, look at me. Humble, it's like they just are. So that's something to keep in mind. They just are. Yeah. They don't need to be like, hey, look at this.
I like that. I like that. Okay, so before I ask my last question, the mic is all yours. Do you have anything you want to shout out, anything you want to say, anything you want to plug? It's all you.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. I wish you prepared this for me. No, I just want to give a shout out to Indy because Indy has been so supportive. Even when I was out on the West Coast, I would get mail at my news station from Indy people. And that's really cool. And thank you for a lot of people that love my commercials, and I'm really grateful for that. No, but Indy will always be home. You know, it's funny, wherever I am, I always cheer on like home teams, and I'm always going to be an Indy girl, no matter what.
For sure.
It's my home OG.
Right on. Okay, so my last and final question. Let's say that Mckinzie, you go on and all your dreams are fulfilled. You're living the lifestyle, everything.
Okay.
You have it, right? You're living this awesome life. You're fulfilled. You're happy. You go on to write multiple books, let's say. You have all this information. People have learned from you. You've mentored thousands. And at the end of your life, everything that you've done, all your achievements, all your books is wiped from the face of this earth. Everything's gone. But you have one lesson that you can leave your family, your children, the ones closest to you. What would that lesson be?
This is so deep. I would say we're here to help, not to hurt.
We're here to help, not to hurt. I love it. Thanks, guys, tuning in. Another episode 20 of Novelty Voice here at 120 Collective, Wave One Media. I'm sitting here with Mckinzie Roth.
This was amazing.
I appreciate you coming out.
Thank you so much.
Everything that you're doing currently, keep doing it. I see you being able to truly be a huge light into people's lives.
Thank you, Adam.
Just everything that you're doing, I encourage you to keep pursuing your dreams, your goals, your desires. And like I said, I appreciate you coming out.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Right on.
All right, thank you.